Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy, The Star, coming to you live from the pad. About to give it to you raw, and I'm about to keep it 1,000. So, Magic Johnson, according to Yahoo and everybody right now, Magic Johnson takes over as Lakers president of basketball operations in stunning front office shakeup. As you all know, Magic Johnson is the president of basketball operations. And this was coming. We all knew that this was coming. Jim Buss and Mitch Kupchak kind of had their due date. If you followed me last year and you saw some of the articles that were coming out talking about the dysfunction and the discord that was happening behind the scenes with the Lakers brass, as far as the Mitch positioning himself not too long after the funeral of Dr. Jerry Buss, and all of this stuff going on with Jim Buss. This was kind of on the way. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of shocked that Magic was the guy. Now Magic Johnson is, to me, the greatest Laker of all times. I made a video about that. Y'all can check that out. Magic Johnson, to me, is the greatest Laker of all time. That's just no shade to Kobe at all. I know a lot of you guys disagree with me on that, but that's besides the point. And he's done so much for this organization. He's done so much for city of Los Angeles as well. But I have to admit to you, I'm kind of leery on him being the president of basketball operations. It's some big shoes to fill. I believe he was for a short stint. He gave a shot at being head coach. It didn't really work out. But Jim Buss, I'm not really excited that Jim Buss is out, but I just felt like Jim Buss wasn't really a great fit. And I'm happy that Jeanie Buss has finally done something about this, because Jeanie Buss had always tiptoed around it about Jim Buss, and which she can't really, is kind of out of her hands. And in reflection, I'm thinking, wow, okay, this must mean all the brothers and sisters had a vote and they agreed with Jeanie, and this was a mutiny against Jim, and they staged a mutiny against him, and they brought Magic Johnson in because Magic Johnson is kind of like their adopted brother. Dr. Jerry Buss loved Magic. Magic was like a son to him, and I'm pretty sure it really affected Magic Johnson when he died. But this move, this is something that you have to take with a grain of salt. You have to see what's going to turn out of this. Now, he said he's going to, I believe he did hire Rob Pelinka as, this is the agent of Kobe Bryant. He did hire him as a general manager. That's the guy who's going to take Mitch Kupchak's spot, which isn't too bad. I really respect Mitch Kupchak. I know I kind of was like one of the only guys kind of critical of Mitch Kupchak, because Mitch Kupchak, I felt like he wasn't that much greater of a general manager than, say, Jim Buss was as an owner, because it's a package deal, and they made decisions together. So with this Rob Pelinka, I don't know. He's an agent. He's like I said, he's Kobe Bryant's agent. This guy may use his status as knowing players to try to woo them to come there. But we have some big issues. It's going to be some big issues. Now, as Arash Markazi said, he tweeted this out earlier today. The Lakers decided to completely clean house with 24 games left in season. What a mess. Team employees are shell-shocked. Does anyone left on the Lakers staff know how to actually conduct a trade call with 2 days left before the trade deadline? Which is sort of true. I believe they have Jerry West's son, Ryan West, in there, and he's kind of been under Mitch Kupchak's wing. So I'm quite sure somebody knows how to do it, but it's nobody that we would know. However, we're in the situation we're in, and as Laker fans, you can't get a little bit too excited because look, you got to see results. I'm not in this, in 3 to 5 years we're going to be competitive. That sounds good, but in the end, it doesn't really matter unless you draft good. You draft good players, which I believe the Lakers had done so far. I mean, nobody was to see what Kristaps Porzingis could be, but I think that they did all right with D'Angelo Russell. I think they did awesome with the Julius Randle pick. They did excellent with the Jordan Clarkson pick. With Brandon Ingram. I mean, come on, he's pretty much work in progress, but they could have got that. They could have got DeMarcus Cousins for him, but we see that the Lakers are all in on Brandon Ingram because he's a young player. So, I mean, my take on it is that Jim and Mitch, they did a great job as far as drafting. Now, what I saw online was that the straw that broke the camel's back, I guess within the Buss family, was them hiring Luol Deng and what's his name? I can't even pronounce his name. Homeboy from the Cavs, Mozgov, right? And those two, when they got those two, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. That was pretty much a slap in the face to everybody, and they were like, "What the hell is he doing?" Because you want to avoid some kind of tax or whatnot. So I think that was what done him in. And being that it was All-Star break, I feel like it was fair that they fired him. You might have some people that say, hey, I feel like Jim Buss and Mitch Kupchak got blindsided. But honestly, that promise that Jim Buss had made a while back, it expired sometime last season. He had more than enough rope, if you ask me. I just don't know how the Lakers at this point, now that you've gotten rid of, now that everybody's happy, everybody's jumping for joy. Number one trended thing on Twitter: Lakers, Magic, Jim Buss, Jeannie Buss. You see all of these names popping up. Now that you see that the Lakers have a Magic Johnson at the helm, and it possibly could get Kobe. Magic could call Kobe and say, "Hey, Kobe, could you come in? Could you come in here?" I am very leery on players, especially great players that are like Magic Johnson, that are like Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. I'm talking about all timers. Larry Bird is pretty successful with the Pacers, but I'm very leery on all-time legends going behind the scene, and because these are legends, and the way that they see the game of basketball, they see it as in what they could do if they were healthy. So this is one of the issues I believe that the coach, I'm going off topic, Mike Singletary had as a head coach, because he was a little too hard. He was a little too tough on his players because he knew what he could do, and it just didn't work out. So I believe that Magic Johnson is a shrewd businessman. When it comes to business, he's impeccable. He's on his P's and Q's. He dots his I's and crosses his T's when it comes to the world of business. He's exceptional, and I believe that's going to be the same with Kobe Bryant as well. But we have to see if Magic's going to bring along Kobe. Who else is going to join this new Lakers brass, this new look? But we should be worrying about what the hell is going to happen with this pick. Are the Lakers just going to stink it up so you can get another draft pick? Allegedly, you got the draft coming up. I know that Ball kid, the Lorenzo Ball, who plays for UCLA, he's going to be out. He's going to be one of the top picks, if not at least in the top 10 to maybe top 5. He's really good. But that Ball kid, you have A couple other players I really haven't really been watching college basketball, so I don't really know any other kids, but I know I've been watching that kid since high school. It's him and his other two brothers, but I'm going off topic. But man, that kid can ball. So Lakers, we have some decisions to make. Now, he did come on the radio and say something like, well, he's noticed. I'm noticing that he's a little bit more coy now because he's gotten in trouble before with the tweets and speaking out and saying stuff. So now that he's officially back on, he has to be a little bit more vague in his answers instead of being upfront and honest, because Magic has a way of speaking sometimes where it just feels like he's being very honest, and he has to be careful because of league rules. So that's that. It's your boy D Star. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.